Hi, this is Mike from Apple Irrigation. We're the Valley Center Pivot dealer in Hastings, Minnesota. Today I'd like to show you how to find and bypass your overwatering timer if you determine that you have an overwatering timer failure. The overwatering timer is in the second to the last tower box, right up there. What the overwatering timer does is it senses if the second to last tower has moved. If it hasn't moved for a certain period of time, it will shut the irrigator down and it will give you a safety shutdown. A quick down and dirty and easy way to know if we have an overwatering shutdown is if the machine was running in forward, you go to the panel, you click the opposite direction, in this case it reverse, and if it holds safety, you know that you had an overwatering timer shutdown. When you change directions on any machine with an overwatering timer shutdown, it resets that overwatering timer. So here we're at the second to last tower box. Power is off at the panel, it's locked out, and we have located the overwatering timer, which is a little block right here in the back of the tower box. So on the overwatering timer, there are some yellow with red wires and there are yellow wires. We want to tie this yellow wire and this yellow wire together. What I typically do is I pull this short little jumper off. There's a tab right there, and I'll take this wire and put it on the tab, and that way these two wires are joined together. Now, after you do this, it's very important that you run the machine and you triple check to make sure the machine safety circuit is operating properly. What you have done should only bypass the overwatering timer, which prevents the machine from shutting down if the second to last tower hasn't moved. But we want to make sure the safety circuit works properly. And the way we do that is you'll run the machine and you will click the safety micro switch. There'll be power here, so you'll want to use a screwdriver. Hold it in for 3 seconds while the machine is running, and the machine should shut down. And you could go to any safety micro switch on the machine and do this, but you always, anytime you're messing with an irrigator's machine safety circuit, before you walk away, you want to make sure that the safety circuit is working properly. So if you've bypassed your overwatering timer and you have an icon panel with GPS, it's not necessary to buy a new overwatering timer. You can actually use the GPS feature in the icon panel as an overwatering timer. And again, what we're trying to do is we're just trying to determine, has the last tower of the machine moved? If the last tower of the machine hasn't moved for a certain period of time, we want the machine to shut down. So to set the overwatering timer, we hit the menu button, Setup, Constants, Watering Timer. We enable watering timer, and in this case, if it's set at 200%, it will shut down in 5.4 minutes. Actually, the factory setting is 100%, which shuts down in 3.6 minutes. And the other cool thing is if you have AgSense, now instead of safety fault, it'll tell you overwatering fault. Thanks for watching.